All right. So, when last we left our quote unquote heroes.
Quote unquote heroes.
Yes, you had successfully hostage negotiated for the part of the crew of the Stormrunner, I believe, right?
Yes.
We got most of them, but wait, do we get the ship as well?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay,
we got port.
And we got what?
And we got to a safe port.
That's right. That's right.
You'd sailed away from.
All things considered, not bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You still don't have back Nassim's first mate, whatever his name was.
Yeah. Exactly. I don't remember what we wrote down as his name. I tried to take notes, but
Yeah, I don't remember.
Beautiful thing about that is we can just recreate his name.
That is true.
Yeah. So we got away.
Well, I mean, if it was recorded, do you still have the recording somewhere?
Yeah, don't take a picture.
Oh, the stream?
Take a picture.
Yeah.
How are our millions of fans going to respect your artistic integrity if you don't remember his name?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it's written in the notes here somewhere. Control F, mate.
Gross.
No. Control F, a scene. Siddiqui, there it is.
Oh, I love that sauce with the cucumbers and the yogurt.
Get out of here.
I like to, personally, I always try bringing them on airplanes, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally going to do one of these on the flight, and then I just wind up falling asleep.
No idea what that is referring to.
Like a Siddiqui book.
Sudoku. Oh my god.
No, that's when the samurais killed themselves.
That's seppuku.
No, that's one of those. That's that metal thing that doctors like stick up your vagina so they can look inside you.
That's forceps.
No, that's the thing above your eyebrows.
No, it's like a sepulchre or something. I can't pronounce it, but it does. Yeah.
The word you're looking for is speculum.
No, Ben, that's what scientists do when they don't have a solid hypothesis.
That's speculate.
You mean my glasses?
Those are spectacles.
Hey,
we're on stream, you fucking pervert.
No, those are testicles.
Oh wow!
What's that car company?
You mean the fabric that they used to trade on the Silk Road?
Oh my god.
This joke has gone on long enough.
Anyway, moving along.
Anyway.
Oh god! Oh no!
What?
I tried feeding Lan into an AI image generator. That I've done it before, where like you put an image in and it like it turns into like a sexy anime character.
Oh my god.
Remember I showed you I did it with the centaur guy I made?
Yes.
Well, it made this.
Right.
Just horror beyond human comprehension.
Where's it at?
Oh,
I want to see sexy anime.
Oh my god. Why does it have several mouths and several noses?
Yeah, why is it Slifer the Sky Dragon?
I don't know!
It's horrifying. Please.
I don't know why it's done this!
Please don't do that ever again.
It's giving Slifer the Sky
This
Dragon.
is why AI sucks, and it's going to be the downfall of the human race.
It really does, right? It like
Yeah.
you can't make it go away.
Okay.
Will refueling Skynet? Like,
So anyway, you guys are at sea. You have some of the crew of the Stormrunner, and they're very confused, but thankful and grateful that you rescued them from prison. And they are looking to Assim for guidance. They don't know what they're doing. You guys have both your ships, though.
Uh-huh.
You have barely enough men to crew this the Stormrunner.
I know. I had said we head for a friendly port, um, and then make plans to take our tourists.
Hmm. I don't know if there are any friendly ports around here that are within sailing
Friendlier
distance.
than Pest right now.
I mean, you can just kind of like what do you want to do at the port? Like, what are you looking for?
Restock, see if I can buy some more men.
Well, I don't like that phrasing.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Hire some more men.
Thank you.
People aren't cargo, mate.
That I know.
That is a good question. Well, the two closest places to you, they're both owned by Rosone, is Isla Cordova and Isla Verona. And if we check my location notes, he's sending to us on. Oh, okay, more fucking land shit. Okay, Isla Verona is a marine naval base.
So
Not there.
Not there.
And Isla Cordova is a dejected colony town.
That sounds
That'll
like
work.
that ruined houses for us to hide in.
That works a little bit better.
There'll be men looking for
Killing
work.
everybody else inside.
There'll be people looking for work there, probably.
Well,
Dejected from where?
Do you mean dejected or abandoned?
It's not abandoned. There's people living there, but I mean, it used to be a like a trading hub, but nobody really goes there anymore.
For why?
Can I roll history to see if I remember why?
It's days of like, it's just seen better days. Like people still go there and people stop there, but it's not like the center of trade like it used to be.
So there's no spooky like, and then overnight they all vanish. There's no lost
No,
colony
I mean-
of Roanoke bullshit.
No, nothing like that. I mean, you know that people there aren't very friendly.
There's nothing that
I-
like a disease
Even better.
towards them that makes your pee fall off into the shadow or underdark or whatever it is, and the Raven Queen takes it.
No.
Nothing more like
Wait.
that.
Your PP falls off and the Raven Queen takes it.
Yeah, it falls into the underdark, and the Raven Queen takes it.
What is the
Why would
Raven?
it be the Raven Queen and not Lolth?
And not who?
Lolth? The Spider Queen?
Oh,
Yeah, but the
Lolth,
Raven
you
Queen,
said.
yeah, the Raven Queen wants all of like your trinkets and treasures.
Well, I suppose some
That is
people
a
might
good
treasure
point.
that.
Would we make it to Copperhead Bay? And what is Copperhead Bay?
It's just
Copperhead
filled
Bay.
with snakes.
I was about to ask about that.
Nice.
Where is that on my notes? Copperhead Bay. It is a pirate port.
Alright with that.
I don't have
Then
much
Copperhead
on it.
Bay it is. Question is, can we make it there?
Copperhead
Me?
Bay, you're gonna have to roll navigations and stuff, and provoke potentially a random encounter. Isla Cordova, you could probably get there without. But Copperhead Bay would probably be friendlier to you. They both you think they both probably have people that would be willing to like you take on for hire as sailors. But Copperhead Bay would most likely be more friendly to you, but a little bit more difficult to get to. Where Isla Cordova, you know that they're not the friendliest of people. Most people that you know who've been there say to just like resupply and move on. But it is close enough that you're not going to have to like roll for resource depletion or a random encounter.
Okay, maybe we should go there first, make sure we're fully stocked up, and then go the rest of the way to the other place to get more friendly people to hire.
We have
I
lots
agree.
of crew if we need to take out that prison. I don't know if we necessarily need to hire more people. Oh no, because we got another boat and no one to crew it. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot we got another boat last session.
I say dejected mining town.
I agree.
Also, I missed it. What's
We're
Copperhead
headed
Bay?
first. Let's see if we can't pick up a crew and not have to head to Copperhead Bay.
What is Copperhead Bay? I was AFK.
It's a pirate town.
Oh, okay.
It's just harder to
But
get
it's going to be much
It's a
more
small
difficult to
pirate
get.
Well, just remember, we all have abilities to mitigate that.
Well, either way, we can stop at the closer one first, see how that goes. And if we still need to, we can go to the other place that's more friendly to pirates.
I agree. I concur. I signal you guys that works for me.
Okay. Sounds good.
So that's where we go, boss.
All right. So you're going to La Cordova?
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. So yeah, you guys can sail over there pretty easily without having to roll for resources or anything.
Okay.
Let's see. So you guys pull into the port of Isla Cordova. You see the port is not very busy, and it's not very large either. There's definitely a couple of docks in the port that look like they're in complete disrepair that nobody really uses anymore. And so it looks like it was a much larger port, but it's seen better days, definitely.
That's okay.
So you guys dock at the port and give the harbor master a couple gold pieces.
Not a problem.
What do you want to do?
I want to make sure that my men are fed and taken care of first, because we kind of got out of Dodge right quick.
Okay.
So-
Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
Okay.
Yes, except rum for my men, and I don't have horses.
Grog for your ship.
Yes.
Hello?
Okay, where are you going to do that?
Well, I'm on the phone.
I'm assuming they have a tavern somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So you ask the harbor master where you can go stock up and rest your men. And basically he takes your money, he doesn't even really look at you, and he goes, the Golden Gown Tavern's up the road there, and then turns his back on you and walks away.
Anyway, I walk over to the Chimera and I ask Lanolin to spare a couple of men to guard my ship while I take my men into town for some drinks and find out how they're doing.
Yeah, I loan him my two lackeys that I get.
Sure.
Actually, wait a minute. No, I don't have to. It says that I can scare up 2 locals to do it. Can I get 2 like homeless dudes who work at the docks to just guard his ship for like 2 silver?
Yeah. Sure.
Then I do that.
So you find a couple of sailors just kind of mulling about on the docks.
I want 2 standard issue mooks.
Oh yeah, they look very mookish. There's like one dude's got like an eye patch, the other guy's got like scars on his face, and they look pretty tough. You head over there and barter for their services, and the one guy who you're talking to, he agrees to help you out.
The kind of face that says,
What do you-
"It's the bad."
Yeah, what
in
do
an
you
Arkham game.
what do you say to him as you're like asking him to guard the ships?
Well, first of all, So I'm going to start off. I'm going to basically like I sidle up to him and I'm going to be asking about like, hey, I say, oh, I'll be the docks today, as in like, have you been busy?
Hey, just waiting to shove off.
Any part in mind, have you?
Anywhere but here, friend.
And I say, I jerk my head over at the two ships and I go, and I say, you interested in staying a bit longer if you can be guaranteed voyage and work? We're in town, me and my crew in town, looking for some strong back men what can haul rope and take order.
Aye, we can get that done.
Great. Then I slip him some coin.
For many years.
Then I hand him some coin, and I tell him, I point at the two ships, but in particular, a steam ship.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell him that, you know what? I tell him that that ship in particular has seen harsh water lately. Be sure when we get back. Be sure when we get back. That's in one piece, and the hull free. It's in one piece, and all the rope be basically just hey, go aboard. Make sure that nobody gets on the ship and steals it or fucks with anything. If there's like barnacles on the side, clean it up. Don't go too crazy, but just kind of like do some routine, like, busy work to make sure you know what the fuck a ship is supposed to look like. When you get back, if you do a good job, we'll hire you and take you with us, and then I negotiate a fair pay.
Sure. They accept. Aye, sir. What
the
business
fact,
do you have in Cordova? If you don't mind me asking. How long should we expect you before you're back?
I tell him that we'll be back later. We'll most likely be back later tonight, but the captain may want us to stay another. But the captain may want us to stay longer if we having trouble rounding up men. But probably not longer than an extra day.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, and I do ask him, you two gentlemen, if I might inquire what sort of temperament or inclination ye have towards the more legally flexible sort of work.
They shrug.
Good men, and I tip them like 2 more silver.
Aye. Well, whatever business you have here in Cordova, I recommend making it quick, sir. Best be putting the island to our rudder as soon as we can.
And why is that, exactly?
Oh, we've been here long enough to see this island's cursed.
I knew it.
Cursed, is it? What sort of curse?
A foul curse, everyone's sour. And I don't mean from the limes.
I put a hand up and I go, I'll ask it again, but I'll request ye be a bit more specific and a bit sparser with the flowery language. Do you mean cursed in the sense that the crops have been bad and the local economy not be faring so well? Or do you mean cursed in the sense of the dead walking amongst the living and the sky turning red and the like?
Well, it's not... It's not like that. I mean, the economy here has been poor for some time, but I've never seen people in these bad of spirits. It can only be the work of magic.
We'll be having a difference of opinion on that, but for now, until I've presented evidence to the contrary, I'll be taking your word for it, and I take off. And then presumably, as I say that, a giant crab man just scuttles off the raft.
The guy shrugs at his buddy, and then go to do their work.
He's like, oh, this can only be the work of magic, as he's talking to a satyr, an elf, a fucking crab man, and a talking hyena.
Let me see who these people are.
A satyr and an elf and a talking hyena walk into a bar.
Yeah, right?
Soon.
These people... Let's see.
I still love Daniel's, What do you call it? I still love Daniel's "It's the bat" comment.
Yeah. They absolutely look like that. My collections, my charts. Let's see. Random character.
You know, every time you fight a mook in the Arkham games, they go, "It's the bats."
Yeah.
No matter what faction they work for.
So the quiet one that wasn't talking with the eye patch, he was a male Phaedron. He was a Phaedron guy, and the other one was a Hagaran with the scars all over him. So they're both human.
To the Phaedron guy, I have a question.
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have any military sailing experience, would you?
He spits on the boardwalk.
Is that a yes or a no? I'm going to take that as a no. Good.
Actually, let's roll for it. Let's see.
Let's roll to see if he's an ex-legionnaire.
I'm going to say on a 6, then he has military experience.
Well, here's the thing. Can you roll twice, and once to see if he has military experience, and another one to see if he's still proud of it?
No, he doesn't.
I like military experience, but dishonorably discharged we can work with.
Yeah.
Pretty
No,
much.
he was never with the Phaedron Navy.
Good. Fuck them.
Wow.
Fuck them in their stupid boats with the oars.
Boats with oars. What kind of madness is this? All right.
Never heard of such a thing.
The oars.
That can only be the work of magic.
All right, where do you guys want to go next?
The tavern. That's where they said there were guys.
Yes.
You want to bring all the boys to the yard?
Yeah.
I roll to prepare a milkshake.
My
Wow.
I cast conjure.
my rum ration brings all the boys to the yard arm.
Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben.
That was actually horrible. I'm gonna admit that was really bad.
Take an XP because that was really good.
Stay in your lane. I make the bad jokes around here.
Get fucked, nerd. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so you want to head over to the Golden Gown Inn?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's called the Golden Gown?
White, or whatever the other colors were. Blue and whatever. Black and gold, white. I don't remember the fucking dress. I'm making a joke about the dress meme.
No, oh no.
White, gold, or black and blue.
That
Well,
was it.
gold and white is the Taldane Navy colors. That's what I thought you were talking about.
No.
Yeah, gold and white or black and blue. Yeah. No, it's gold and blue and white and black. Yeah, so you guys head over to this inn up in town, and classic pirate bar. As soon as you open the doors, everybody in the bar stops talking. It goes dead quiet, and they're all staring at you.
What? You've never seen a crustacean before?
And they all go back to their drinks. They all go back to talking and drinking. You notice not a lot of people are talking in here, actually. It's very quiet for a bar, even after everybody ignores you. So what are you guys doing here?
Didn't...
Much of a rush are we in?
Right now I'm trying to just take care of my men. So I walk up to the bar. I talk to whoever the barkeep is.
The barkeep is... What's his fucking name? It is an old Ragnvaldi guy.
Nice.
What a diverse bar here. Or diverse island.
Well, it's mostly human.
I mean, no, but it's like...
Well, it's a port town. Yeah, people from all over the place could be here.
Oh, excuse me for a minute. I'll be right back.
Have fun, be
Have
safe.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
How many men did I rescue? Or did we rescue again?
I think about half a dozen.
All right. I want food for them.
All right, sir. He serves them all from, like, the local pot. the big pottage that they have cooking.
The communal gruel.
The communal gruel. That is right. He kind of grunts at you. Aye, and then goes to do it. He gives you the stink eye.
That's
The
fine.
stink eye.
Yes. The stink eye, Captain.
Is there anybody in this tavern that stands out?
Give me a perception, whichever one. I think investigation probably makes more sense. Actually, no, probably perception.
Perception.
Some of these guys definitely stand out as pirates, you can tell. You didn't see any pirate ships in the docks. There may have been like one or two.
I am back. What's going on?
Nothing.
Oh, Lynn's dead.
Oh, okay.
Oh. There may have been one or two, or like a handful of smaller sailing vessels out on the in the port, but you didn't see any obviously marked pirate ships. But there are a couple of pirates in here you can see. Maybe they've been here a while. But they look like all of them. You can see are each at their own individual tables and like drinking their own drinks and not looking at anybody else. Most of the people in the bar look like that actually.
That's fine.
Can I pull Gelf aside real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
Them two men, what I acquired of employment back at the dock, they said they believe that the sense of despair over this place be the work of arcane trickery. Now, I don't pay much heed to it myself, but just in case, maybe keep your...
And then I kind of like flick my eyes up to his now very humid ears, and I go, nose out for it. In the way you do.
Classy.
Very.
Fair enough. I will do that.
Mm-hmm. And then with and I want to ask the captain of the Asim something as well.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, basically, if again those two men recommended we don't stay in town, they recommended that we don't stay in town for very long, and quite honestly, with the amount of enemies we made at our tail, I'd recommend, and I'd whether or not I believe in this sort of curse, I'd recommend putting wind to sail soon. The same, with your permission. I think perhaps for recruitment's sake and expediency, it might be wisest to err on the less than subtle side.
Oh, I'm about to do a thing.
Oh, well, carry on then.
So after I make sure that my men are fed, I tell them as soon as they're done, if they could head back to the ship and continuing making repairs and preparing the ship.
Yeah. The ship is mostly okay.
That I plan to rescue the rest of us.
Oh, good, Captain. Thank you.
Listen, we got great...
They all seem very positive about this.
No sailors of mine are going to rot in a prison.
Yeah, they go back to the ship. They all seem very, very positive and very supportive of this decision.
Oh, I'm sure. Even though we all could die. On that note, I stand up on the bar.
The bartender goes, "Hey, get down from there!"
Just give me a minute. I'll give you a couple of gold. Shut up. Who wants off this island?
Everybody in the bar, Slowhead turns to you with staring daggers at you. Give me a diplomacy check to see how convincing you are that everybody let's see if anybody wants to go with.
Row.
Okay, that's not bad.
Can I try and boost that by basically whoever's not actually I have diplomacy. I can. No, I think it leans more towards you want to do like for the amount of people who aren't paying attention and just kind of like I'm sure there's a few people kind of wave them off and just like, oh, blow it out your ass kind of thing.
Yes.
I slam my hoof down on the hardwood floor as loud as I can, and it's a guttural, just like, "Ye bunch of salt-crusted ingrate! It's the ingrates best pay attention!"
And they're all looking at you and looking. Basically, you have everybody's attention, but they all look very underwhelmed and irritated.
Before we continue, who would know the most about this island?
Out of what, the crew?
All of us.
Maybe me between my streetwise and history.
Yeah, streetwise would probably, or history would probably do it.
So I want to know. So this is what I want. You tell me what we need to do it. I want to know how much they hate who we're going after.
The Phaedrons?
Yes. They've been left here. They're now depressed. There is barely any trade. I want to know what their opinion is towards them.
Does anybody have a higher history than a 3?
Nope.
Because I built my character wrong. All right, then I will roll for this.
Yikes.
I know that one guy spit on the ground when we mentioned them.
Yeah, that's all you know. Yeah, you don't know. I mean, pirates usually don't like the Phaedrons, but you don't know who these people are. You've never talked to any of these people in the bar in your life. So you don't know what their backstories are or who they work for. You don't know anything about them.
So I'm going to go take a stab in the dark because that's just what I do.
Okay.
I continue to speak. Those who want off the island and hate Phaedron military, Phaedron navy, meet me at the docks in 1 hour.
Roll me a 15. Give me another diplomacy check.
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll be fine. So nobody throws any bottles at you. No. Yeah. So you see one guy like thumbing his bottle, like looking at it, like he's gonna chuck it, but he decides better of it. Everybody goes back to what they were doing. One guy yells at you, a Rosonian guy. He basically yells at you to like get the fuck out of here, get out of town. Yeah, he basically says, get the fuck out of here if you know what's good for you. Ain't none of us leave.
This shit.
Yeah.
Can I want to sidle up next to a seaman and whisper something.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper to him between the remarks of the men at the bar and I don't know. I'm getting I get a strange feeling on the air from these men. I say, with the captain's permission, maybe, as I say, maybe a good idea. The rest of you, like, head out, circle the block a couple times. I want to stay here and mingle with a couple of the more crusty-looking individuals we have here and see if I can't figure out what the hell is going on in this town.
Sure.
But I wasn't asking you.
I am going to head back to the ship and make preparations to leave in 1 hour. If you can rustle up me some more crew, that's the time we've got because we're going to move on in as long as it's okay with the captain.
I will help you make the preparations.
I'd say give it longer. I'd say give it longer than an hour. People have things to do. You have to pack.
No, they don't.
What?
They need to grab their.
I give him like a once over, like I'm kind of grossed out, and I go, "Did you only bring one set of clothes when you boarded the ship? What's wrong with you?" Or they just travel around with a...
I just shrug and walk off 1 hour, as long as it's okay with the captain.
Like a
I will help you make preparations. Lan, you mingle. Gelf, you use your whatever it is that you do to suss out any whatever it is you do around here.
I'll use my mojo, baby.
Wow.
Neat. Amandi.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any specific instruction for you. Don't need anyone here because we do really need the manpower, and I don't want them to be afraid of us, but I'd rather respect than fear at this point. But you're free to roam unless you want to help us make the preparations.
Okay, first of all, I would only eat them if they gave me a worthy fight first.
Yeah, these people...
Second, I can check out the shops because we still need to restock on some stuff.
I thought
Like,
that
I can't guarantee, like, I'll make any deals there, but I can at least see what they have.
Yeah, you do have some plunder that you can sell.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Have fun.
Hey.
I can sell the plunder if...
Okay, so you're going to sell the plunder?
Yeah, I've got a high diplomacy.
Alright, so we'll go in order here. So Seam's going back to the ship, Amandi's going to the shops. Gilator is going to go sell the plunder. Lan's going to stay in the bar and try to talk to some people. And Gelf, what did you want to do?
I'm trying to figure out which one of my skills would be useful in this endeavor.
Ah.
Arcana?
Yeah, is there Arcana? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +9 in Arcana.
Yeah. Listen to...
Because 4E is so combat focused, and there's not a lot of like utility spell casting going on like in 5E.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like to make a magical effect, like any kind of thing, I will allow it with a good enough Arcana check. Like if you want to cast a spell that isn't really a spell in 4E, like we can kind of finagle it and like figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, we need you to find out if whatever is going on with these
like the only
folk is actually magical.
Yeah, the only thing they really have in 4E is rituals. So,
See, this is why 5E is the best, because 5E has such a better balance of like non-combat focused abilities and really amazing rewards for roleplay.
yeah.
Well, I'd just like to detect magic in the tavern.
Okay, you want to detect magic in here?
Sure. Quietly and stealthily, of course.
Sure, you'll go into one of the like back corners with a drink, and you sit in the back. You cast detect magic. Give me a perception check. You don't see anything magical here. Like, there's no enchantments on the people. There's nobody carrying magic items, except for if Lan. I don't think Lan has a magic item.
Nope.
No. So, yeah, you don't see anybody carrying magic items on them.
Great.
Can you also just try like using Arcana to, like, is there even like an effect that can make an entire town just kind of pissed off?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, elect a shithead governor.
Yeah.
Governor, we talking about DeSantis?
No. You don't know of any magic strong enough to make and to enchant an entire town. You know it's probably possible, but if it was possible, it would be insanely difficult to conceal. So if it was the case that the entire town was enchanted somehow, you would be able to see it with detect magic immediately.
That's kind of what I was hoping.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem like anybody is supernaturally affected here.
Okay.
Shit. We're gonna go to.
Naturally an asshole instead of supernaturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Amandi. Amandi, you're gonna go to the shops.
Before that, I would like to make either a D20 or a D100 roll to see just how lost I get. Because nobody came with me when I said I was going to go off on my own to the shops.
I'm selling our plunder. I'm with you.
Give me a.
Okay.
Oh, you're both going at the same time? Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were going with me specifically. Never mind then. I just followed him and it's fine.
I figured the shops are where I'd sell the plunder.
Yeah.
I did too, but I wasn't sure if you were going at the same time. Okay, that's fine. I just follow Gillator and I don't get lost.
Okay. Let's see. So yeah, Gillator and Amandi are gonna go to the shops. What about this one?
Careful, you'll get cooties.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys head to the shops. Who is at the shops? So where do you want to go buy stuff first? Or you want to sell your plunder first?
I guess let's see maybe how much they're offering for the plunder, because we still got some gold already. If they're not offering a decent amount, we could maybe just wait till we get to a better place.
Yeah, should I roll a diplomacy?
Yes.
Or...
Let me pull up the sailing rules to see how much you get for it.
Pretty good.
What'd you get?
24.
Percent equals the difference between DC and the result. You got a 24. Yeah, they'll buy all whatever you had, whatever trade goods you plundered. They definitely need it. So
Blankets and medicine.
roll me 1d20.
Hey,
Nice.
Whoa!
So, 1900. So times.
Yeah, I got basically as good as we're gonna get. I think we're just gonna sell all the plunder now.
That's good.
Divided by-
Yeah, that's a nice number.
Hold on. 1900 times 1.45 is 2,755.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Nice.
So let me go ahead and add that to cruise equipment. So plus 3,472. 3,472 is 6,227 gold.
And how much was the original plunder? That you just said 2,500 or something?
2,755.
2,755.
All right. So there you go. You got 0 plunder now.
What do you think a good paycheck at that characters? Like a one person. It's like split evenly.
You could divide it by 6.
But then none of it goes to the treasury.
Well, there's 5 of you. 1 share goes to the treasury.
That's true. So
Do you want to do that? Or do you want to split it by more and then more shares go to the ship?
I prefer most of it go to the ship and we get like
Yeah,
Well, how do you
same.
split it up then? There's 6 of you, plus the ship. So how many shares do you want the ship to get?
Take a fourth out of the what do you call it? Take a fourth out of it. That all goes to the ship, and then the other 3/4 get divided amongst us. So we each get a fifth and 3/4. I mean, I'm not going to do that math, but
So the ship gets 688. Or I guess 689 because it's 0.75.
6, 2, 2, 7. That's what we just got. That's 3, 4, 7. So that's what you got. 7. That's what you had before. And now, how much of it do you want to? How much of this 2755 do you want to put into the ship?
145.
So divided by 4 is 688.
Yeah, that's about
0.75. So 3474 plus 688 is 4162.
Yeah, if we have to round up at all, that last one just goes into the ship.
4163. And then this minus 89. It leaves you guys with 2,666 left over to divide between you guys.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
So divide that by 5.
533.
Yeah, 533.
excuse me, beer high.
That works.
So everybody gets 533 gold and 2 silver.
Wait, 33. Oh, okay. 33 gold and 2 silver.
Did you add that already, Ben?
No, you can do it.
500, you said?
I don't know exactly what I said. What did I say, Daniel?
533 gold, 2 silver.
533.
Yeah.
2 silver.
Are we manually adding that?
I am.
Yes.
Hello.
I have like 2,000 gold on it.
Yeah, me too. I'm getting close.
Oh, I guess I could have distributed into the party sheet, but
Yeah, it's fine.
Did you put it automatically on our sheet, or do I need to add it?
you gotta add it.
All right, how much was it again?
533 gold, 2 silver.
533.2. Gotcha.
Okay. So Amandi and Gillator, you've sold the plunder. Where would you like to go now? So you're going shopping.
Yeah, what kind of shop you want to go to, Amandi?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
Well, I figured for the most part I'm kind of scouting to find where Lan will buy stuff because he's usually the one that buys the stuff. But like, I'm not going to be opposed if there's a weapon shop that might have some nice axes.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
if you can, like, the restocking the ship is different, like, shops than
Mhm.
if you wanted to go into town and look around at whatever they have there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to go to the weapon shop, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Also, I realize the irony of like me trying to like at the very least find the shops to send land to later, and being like unable to give him directions there,
Yeah,
and never being able to find it myself anyway.
that's funny.
Is pretty great.
Okay, so you guys head over to, like, the weapon Like, there's a blacksmith in town who like near the docks that forges like sea weapons and stuff. Let's see. Do they have any cool axes? I'll say on a 6, on a d6, they'll have something interesting. Ooh, that's close. They got 5.
Okay.
So they have. You know what? Let me take a look at the book. I think there actually might be some interesting shit in there. Interesting items. Equipment. Weapon table. Oh no, it's armors then. Okay.
What, do they have good armor here?
Oh, it's frozen. They don't really have anything better than like a normal equipment. They have like decent stuff, but it's
Better
basically
than chainmail?
left over from other people.
Mm. Well, this is boring. We could find a. Something tells me there's probably not a magic shop here.
I mean, if there is, we'll know who's causing the grumpiness. The next outbreak of grumpy.
I mean, I guess we might as well check.
It's outbreak of the Mondays.
Oh,
It's my next character. He's a Tabaxi. His name is Garfield.
God.
Um,
Are there even tabaxi in this game?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe.
I mean, if they are, they'd probably also come from the Feywild.
Yeah, Ben,
Yeah.
Ben said that he was lazy and just put all the animal people there.
Well. Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah.
Those are your words.
Yes.
No,
no,
there are no tabaxi in 4th edition.
Damn. They do not have any magic shops where they sell magic items specifically.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like this town has much.
Okay. Oh, like what the?
That sucks. You see a bunch of closed stores. Like, there's a lot of, like, foreclosed buildings here.
I
So
I like cup my hands around my eyes and try to peek through a window or whatever if it's got one.
Yeah, it looks like it was, like a cobbler, maybe, or like a leather worker or something in that one. There's one that has like a bunch of barrels stacked up in the corner. You don't really know what it is. All kinds of different shops around town that are just like, looks like they packed up and left. Roll me investigation.
Okay. There's not an investigation skill.
What?
There's not an investigation skill.
What? I thought there was.
no, there isn't.
Oh. I guess roll me perception then.
Okay.
I could have sworn there was investigation on there. I guess not. Every time I look at the
Almost an
4D
8.
skill list, it gets smaller
7.
and smaller. Only got a 7. And Gillator, you're with Amandi, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you try rolling me a perception check as well? Either of you see whatever it is.
I mean, if necessary, I can make this much better roll.
The assassin.
Never mind. It's not necessary for me to do that.
So, Daniel, you see the assassin tailing you. No, there's no assassin. You do see, however, as Amandi's looking through, like, a whole row of abandoned buildings, you're looking on the other side of the street. You see basically the same thing. Like, you just find a street where all the buildings have basically been abandoned. Gillator, you actually find one that the shop looks like it still has everything in it. Like, you find, like, a general goods store, basically. that's just closed. That looked like it just never opened, but it's still fully stocked in there.
Is that some supplies that we could just take for the ship?
I don't know if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want, but I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
mean,
mobilize
that's why
some
I was
crew
peeking
to
in windows.
ransack that store.
You're gonna ransack a store in the middle of town. All right.
Yeah. What are they gonna
We
do?
can at least break through the back door.
Yeah, we're gonna be. We're not just gonna like FBI open up and crash through the ceiling. We're gonna.
It's us, so we might wind up doing that.
Yeah.
It depends on how well. It depends on how well you do at picking the lock on the back door.
You can definitely, when you head back to the ship, tell the crew and a couple of guys can come over here and bust the back door open.
Yeah, get some resupply going on.
You do see there's a couple of other shops that like have the store like still fully stocked. Like nobody like left the building. It just looks like it was completely fully stocked. Like you see like a bakery and like there's still loaves of bread out on the counter, but at this point they're moldy. It looks like nobody's been here in like a couple weeks.
Holy shit! They must have left in a hurry.
But yeah, like nobody's there.
Yeah, honestly, real silly of them for the bakers to just bake the bread risen and then leave them behind. They should have baked them flat to take with.
Yeah, and hardtack.
Any bread becomes hardtack if you're brave enough.
Oh my god.
True.
This, whatever cursed this town, be it man or beast, could become an advantage to us. That's
How
why
that?
it was
I was
ransacked.
just gonna say.
So if we just flood this place with pirates.
I'm sorry. Were you about to say we slut this place with pirates?
I was trying to say flood, but I was about to burp, and I was trying to hold it back, and then I just said flood and then burped anyway.
Yeah.
It's really funny because before we started the game today, I was like, you know what would be nice if we had our own pirate island.
So we're gonna. I mean, there are a lot of different pirate islands.
But it's not ours.
I
point.
think Mayor Captain Gillator has a nice ring to it.
Mayor Captain.
Wouldn't that be governor if it's the entire island?
Good point.
I don't know how government works.
Viceroy.
No, I refuse to be the viceroy. I'm going to be the first Roy. I refuse to be second Roy to anybody.
I refuse to be. I'm not playing second Roy on my own goddamn island.
I suppose that as first mate, I will be second viceroy. Yes, that.
That's funny. I love that the crew would be like taking political like titles, names for each like themselves that mean absolutely not what you're actually describing. It's so funny.
Again, I do not know how government works or how to run a government.
I am going to be the president of this island.
The Grand Poobah of the island.
Aman, you will be the viceroy. I will be the full Roy of this island.
Who is the tertiary Roy?
You.
And then Asim, our assassin, can be the Kilroy of this island.
Oh.
Nice.
Speaking of Asim, Asim, as you are heading back to the ship, I'm going to need you to roll me a perception check.
Of course you are.
As you're making your way through the admittedly not very populated part of town, but still more populated than everywhere else, down through the docks, someone walking down the street bumps into... Very nice.
Wow, I can't believe you just burp on stream like that. It was really rude to do that.
It's disgusting.
It's not like
Sorry.
I would never allow my bodily functions to be broadcast over stream like that.
Okay.
I don't know if we
Moving along.
That happened.
Wait, what happened? What was it?
When Luke forgot to turn his headphones off and fully just peed
No,
it
we
on.
weren't. We were not streaming when that happened. But for those,
Oh my
for the guests at home,
That is
we were playing a game, and all of a sudden we hear the sound of frying chicken.
Right after.
And everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is that? Is Luke taking a piss? And he freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, he's just like, all right, guys, I'll be right back. And then he just never put in his headphones.
It was the funniest thing ever.
Movies like that.
Is it really?
Yeah, called The Naked Gun.
Oh.
Inspector Drebin goes into the bathroom at a big press conference and he leaves his mic on.
Nice.
His wireless lavalier mic.
Oh my
So he's got a hot mic in the bathroom and you can hear him pissing away.
Damn, boy, you piss loud as fuck. I like that.
I think that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Anyway, so someone bumped into me.
Someone bumps into you, mumbles, excuse me, and then walks away down the street. You look after them, but they turn around a corner and are completely gone.
Completely gone. No trace.
Yep.
Do I have my gold on me?
You feel around in your pockets and stuff, and you're like, yeah, there's my coin purse. Wait, what is this? And you pull out a slip of paper that was not there before.
Your reverse pickpocketed.
I figured something was going on when someone bumped. Listen, I'm a rogue. When someone bumps into you, they're doing something. Ugh.
These cans?
Kind of.
Never seen it used before.
It says the deckhand needs your help, and then a picture of the symbol of Saint Teach, and that's it.
Oh.
The deckhand needs your help.
Which deckhand?
I don't know what that means.
You can give me a history check or a religion check.
Yeah, that sounds like a lower rung on the hierarchy of the Church of Saint Teach.
History check?
Yeah, history or religion. Religion would be better, but history will give you.
Both are sucky for me, but let's go ahead and see what I know. Absolutely nothing.
Oh my god. You have no idea which deckhand it's talking about.
So
My deckhand needs me. He runs back to the ship even faster.
Yeah. This is clearly written by one of your crew.
Really?
Absolutely.
On a net one, yeah.
Shit on that, but I go back to the ship.
Okay, you head back to the ship. You see your men are prepping the ship for sail as you instructed.
How are my mooks doing?
Well, they're doing good actually. They try to stop a seam at one point. They're like, "Yo, who the fuck are you?" And he lets them know who he is, like that he's the captain of the ship. And they're like, "Oh shit, okay." They got a little overzealous with the job.
There's no work been done on this ship because they just haven't let anybody on.
Nice.
Seam's crew is just standing in front of you. Goes like, "Captain, they won't let us on the ship."
I think that's how I arrived at the ship. That's
The
funny.
boss says no one gets on the ship.
I think that's even
his voice.
funnier.
That's his voice.
He's fucking Staten Island.
Yeah, he's from Staten Island now. He's not a pirate anymore.
It's
The boss says no one gets on the ship until he gets back.
it's the crab.
It's the crab! Run! Oh my god. Very nice. But yeah, you get onto your ship.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I want to talk to my men in general.
Okay, you assemble them.
See what their morale is.
All 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah.
You get the vibe. Give me an insight check.
Do.
You get the vibe that they're trepidatious, but they're happy that you are trying to get Siddiqui back and the other members of the crew. They're nervous about assaulting a Phaedron prison.
I let them know that. So am I.
Do we need a notes page for the Storm Runner now that we have it?
Besides, I'm not getting that stuff.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
once we get the rest of the crew back, the Storm Runner is going to be its own thing, and it'll be able to do missions for you and like
Okay.
go out and help you. But I don't think we're gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna Assassin's Creed 4 style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not. We're not gonna amass a pirate fleet here to take around the entire campaign like the last one I ran, where you guys had like ended up having almost like 13 ships in your fleet at one point.
It was mad.
It was insanity. So we're not gonna do that. This is a much more local game, more One Piece than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, Gillator doesn't have that kind of ambition. He's more of like live fast, die young. He's not making any grand plans to make a royal navy.
Wait a minute,
Yeah.
Dana. What kind of a crab are you again?
I was a fiddler crab with the big claw in one arm and the regular claw in the other, but somebody forced me to cut away my claw, and now I just have two
They didn't
kite-covered
curse
hands.
you. They just took part of your being.
How long ago did you get cursed again?
To be a crab?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After I started sailing under the captain that was previous to me,
Captain. What the fuck was that guy's name? I don't know.
yeah, after I started sailing with him, but before the Battle of Mismarna.
Oh, so I thought that was like in your backstory. So this is like I recruited you to the crew as a normal human guy, and at some point you just became a crab under my watch.
Captain Roger Albin.
Yeah, that guy.
That's hysterical.
The old
Also,
sea dog.
can we get some F's in the chat?
For what? Oh, for Roger? Captain Roger?
No, for Captain for Captain Gillator.
For my claw.
With that being said, I just basically make sure that they all know that we're going to do everything that we can. That yes, this is insane, but this is what we do for our crew.
All right.
And no matter whether I sail with them or they sail under I can't remember my first mate's name, but
Sadiq.
him. Yep.
What?
I know I do. I really should write that down.
There, I did.
Yes. Thank you. That I will always come back for them.
Yeah, they nod in agreement. They're like really happy about that. What?
With that being said, I am waiting for the time to pass, sharpening my sword, doing the things that I do as a rogue
Okay.
that are really creepy and in the corner.
Nice. All right, then. We'll move on to, I think the only one who hasn't done anything is Lano Lin.
Yes.
What have you been up to?
Okay, so the guys in the bar who were just like, "Oh, blow it out your ass." Is that like a collective of them, or is it one guy?
I mean, one guy said something, but most of them seem to not pay a scene much heed. They look kind of dejected and pissed.
Who looks like the? Can I get a vibe from the room that one of these people is like the elder statesman? Like maybe they're like a more experienced sailor, or they're a little bit older. Like, is there a guy that looks like if this guy's going to go left, then everyone's going to go left?
Give me an insight check. Oh. I mean, everybody, it's almost like the classic rogue thing. Everybody's kind of not paying each other any mind, and nobody wants to, be perceived.
I gotcha. I'm going to go to that guy who yelled earlier.
Okay.
I'm gonna order a drink.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna wait until that guy's drink is almost empty.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna order 2 of whatever he's drinking.
Okay.
And I want to walk over to his table. And I want to set the drink down across from him. And I don't sit down until he acknowledges me.
Okay.
I do say, I just ask, I say, what did he say again? Basically, like, oh, fuck off and blow it out your ass, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Great. Then I say, before I go to rejoin my crewmates, as you so courteously recommended, I say, spare a few moments for another old sea dog.
What do you want?
I take that as an invitation. I push the drink the rest of the way over to him and sit down.
Yeah, he takes it.
All right,
He's
let's
an
go.
older Andorran guy. He looks like he's been around.
And let's go. Great. I sit down and I says, what's your name, sailor?
He says his name is... Griffin.
Whereabouts in Andorran you from?
He is from Galgon.
Is that far from here or no?
It's actually relatively close by.
No, then I'm nodding. After a second, I just go. Is where I'm from, is it Galeria or Galir?
Where you're from?
Yeah.
Yeah, Galeria. It's on the map if you want to look at it.
Let me see. Do I have the map?
Yeah, it should be under images.
Let me see. I do not have it. Where is it? Oh, hang on.
It's public. It's thrown at the bottom.
No, I don't have it.
Absolutely.
It does not matter.
Oh my god, Bowser. What the fuck, dude?
This is
You
all.
literally just sat down on top of Waluigi and stole the
Oh
chair
my
from
God.
him like an asshole.
What a little bastard. I love him, though.
He's the worst.
But no, anyway, so I just go.
Did you get
See.
the map? I pushed it out to you.
I did not.
What the fuck, dude? What the hell?
No maps yet. There we go.
Found it.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, I got it.
Oh, this is. I have this.
Yeah, you should be able to access it. I don't know where you're looking and you can't get it, but there you go.
So, let's see. He's from. Where'd you say he was from?
He's from Galgon. It's right
From-
nearby.
Okay, so from Galgon. Oh, yeah, I understand. And I go, oh, damn sight closer than me. From Galeria about myself, but not been back in the dog's age.
You're from Galeria? It looks like you're from the Woad.
And I say, oh, woads grow about all over.
Aye.
But,
they do.
hey, and say, you tag me, correct? And I say, from a woad out on the coast near the... Did my woad have a name at all or no?
The Great Woad. It's right there.
And I say, from the Great Woad myself. But I've been out, but even with a face since the time, I know I've been on the sea longer than I was ever there, so as far as I'm concerned, that be my home.
All right.
See, and I haven't been on the sea for so long. I learned a great many things about people. And I kind of look around and I go, one of which being, generally speaking, when you go to a trading port such as this and start and have a small fleet of ships with a captain eagerly offering work and passage and gold, there generally be at least a slightly more enthusiastic response. I shrug and I go, so, would you mind filling in the blank? Would you mind as a repayment for the drink, for the ale there, explaining what we put in this town in such foul temperament that this, and I say that despite, how do I put this politely? This is really him going, well, to be diplomatic, despite appearing to see the town for what it is, you all also seem equally as put off by the idea of leaving. And I shrug in like a, doesn't make any sense. Like, what's put this place in such a shit mood, and then what's keeping you here?
You won't find any enthusiasm here. This town's, and everybody in it, it's been cursed.
I've been getting a lot of that lately. In what way exactly? Rather old hat with curses myself.
Don't know the kind. Haven't seen this one before. But it's gotten everybody right terrified here in town.
But terrified of what? And you'd think, and then what? And I say, and if everyone's so terrified of being in the town, then why not jump at the chance to leave?
People been disappearing. Being snatched up by something, who knows what.
I lean in eagerly.
They think it'll follow them out to sea if they leave. They think the only chance they got is to stay here and not get snatched up themselves.
People have been disappearing, you say?
Aye.
Tell me about it.
Every once in a while.
I say, just plucked out of the shadows, or signs of a struggle, anything of the like?
Plucked out of their beds. Plucked out of their homes. No, plucked out of this tavern.
Have anyone seen it happen?
Not that I know of. Just don't show back up again.
I don't suppose you've ruled out, angry loan sharks looking to get back their debts, or drunks wandering into the sea.
No, this tends to be much more random than that.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
Go ahead.
Is there anything else?
He says the more people tended to leave, the more people got snatched up. So everybody who's left here thinks that the people who left
The
got
more
snatched
people
up first.
the more people who leave, the more people disappear.
Then roll me an Arcana.
Okay. God damn it! I am cursed.
Man, yeah, all your rolls are cursed in this town. Doesn't sound like any magic you've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm like thinking about it. Like,
I suggest GB shoving off as fast as you can.
Can't be doing that too well without a good crew, can we? I say,
Ain't none of us want to bring that sea curse out into the open waters.
do you have any idea what could be causing it? I say, some miner accidentally tried to dig coal out of a tomb with creepy symbols drawn on it, or desecrated a body that you shouldn't have, cut down a tree belonging to some trickster fae.
He kind of looks around, like trying to make sure nobody hears him. And he says, ever since the, what's his name? The helmsman of the Church of St. Teach here in town, named Ronaldo, Ptolomeo Ronaldo. He's a good sailor. Protected this town. He disappeared for some months ago. Ever since the church sent this navigator to come replace him. Navigator, we think he's the one behind it. Real shifty guy. Ever since he came into town, people started disappearing.
Where might I find this navigator?
Well, you can find him at the Church of St. Teach, but he ain't the kind for talking.
No, there you go.
He ain't in the mood for conversation.
And now they go. We can be a very stubborn lot. As I just go. I want to whisper to him. I go, what else can you tell me about? What else can you tell me about what changed since he took over?
It's hard to tell. Nothing's really changed. That's the scary bit. Just people been disappearing.
Okay. All right. I nod and I down the rest of my drink. I thank him for his time.
Okay.
Yeah, I thank him for his time. I'm gonna. You know what? Can I make a? Now that I know explicitly in character this is linked to the Church of St. Teach, can I roll a religion check to see? Is there anything that I'm not going to ask to roll for like something he could be doing because I don't think I would know that. I want to ask: is there anything that he would not be doing? Like, as in, like, is there a ritual or a sacrifice or something that should be being done that this guy is not doing?
Give me a religion.
Fuck me on this.
I mean, you've never really been a religious person yourself.
Let me see if Bardic Lore can save me on this. Give me a sec.
Oh, possibly. I don't know.
Oh, yes. Dungeoneering, history, nature, or it's Arcana, history, or religion. So I could have gotten a crit 20 on the last one. Yeah, I'll crit 20 this.
Okay, awesome. All right. So you know.
I've always been a very religious man.
You've been a deckhand of the church before. It wasn't really for you. That life wasn't really for you. The deckhands are like the church acolytes.
Gotcha.
You know that there are certain duties that the church has for as far as religious rites and prayer goes. They hold burials at sea. They hold when like storms are brewing on the horizon. They'll like go out to the beach and say prayers to like ward the ships or the cities that they're like in charge of from harm, stuff like that.
With that crit 20, can I expand the question into, is there a thing that he could explicitly be doing? Like, is there like, I don't know, could he be like sacrificing people, or like, is there anything that kind of sticks out to me of like, oh, this smells of foul trickery?
They definitely don't do human sacrifices in the churches.
Well, no, but you know what I'm at. Well, okay, well maybe that's the problem, isn't it? No, but you know what I'm asking. Like,
no, I don't know. There's not really much that the Church of St. Teach does that would involve people disappearing.
okay.
Maybe he's secretly part of the Navy and has been slowly arresting people.
No, but he said people have been disappearing just like from, like disappearing out of the tavern. And he said it's been too random. Like,
yeah, I mean, not magically disappearing. Like,
well, no, but do you think if it was the Navy, arresting people, then it would be like, oh, only criminals are being arrested. But if it's that random and they can't figure out a connection,
well, a lot of the times it's sailors. But
well, that doesn't really narrow it down. Like,
yeah.
well, either way. So,
I mean, a lot of the time, like when sailors would leave, the shopkeepers would start being snatched up.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna quietly start walking back, but I'm gonna deliberately try and take like back. You know what? I'm gonna take like back roads and like a less obvious route, and I want to be like looking out to see if I'm being followed.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Nice. 16. You, as you're walking down like back alleys and stuff, and like less, like more secluded areas, you definitely get the sense somebody's watching you, following you. You don't see anyone. Out of the corner of your eye, like as you look, you see maybe something move in the shadows. But by the time you look and investigate, it's gone.
Is there any roll that I can make to try and bait them into getting close enough that I can like grapple them? Deception or streetwise or
Try to give me a deception check.
Okay. Oh, there is no deception. Oh, bluff. That's right.
Yeah, bluff check.
Oh.
We're gonna have them roll. Insight, I guess. No, you're basically you're like, oh, someone help! I've fallen and I can't get up, or some shit like that. You like try to make yourself look as vulnerable as possible, but you don't. Nobody comes out.
okay.
Nice try.
Damn. Okay, I just head back to the ship.
Hold on 1 second. Actually, yeah, I noticed that. I wonder why the ship is so big out there. Just so you can see it, if I zoomed in out, made it like the proper size to fit in 1x, it'd be impossible to see if you zoom in on that. I like to as you head back to the ship, Lane, it
Yes.
starts getting darker.
Like inappropriately dark for the time of day.
No. It like evening times coming, the sun's setting, and you're almost towards the docks.
Okay.
When I'm gonna need you to roll me a perception check.
Okay.
What's this stealth check? Oh, it's not great. This is really high. I feel like this is low. Ooh. Interesting. So, as you're walking, from a rooftop behind you, jumps down and you hear a cloak flapping in the wind as it falls to the ground, and a person lands behind you. You whirl around, and it looks like a guy in a yellow cloak. And we're going to roll initiative here, just for the two of you.
Hell yeah. Did you roll it for me, or?
I will.
Okay.
Initiative. Oh, he does beat you, I think. Yeah, you got a 17, he got a 19. So he is going to go.
Mhm. Okay, go ahead.
Let's see. He is going to make an attack on you. I don't think I have like a back alley map, but it's just the two of you, so he's going to attack. And that is a hit for a little bit of damage. So he slashes at you with his short sword. Let's see the secondary effect. Ooh. You immediately feel as it cuts, not very deep. You put up an arm. You don't have a shield, but you put up an arm to like block the hit, and it slashes your forearm. You immediately feel a burning sensation.
Poison?
Absolutely. You are going to take 10 points of poison damage on your turn.
Then I better end this quick.
Let's see. Yeah, so now it's going to be your turn.
Okay. Can I get a sense of, you said yellow cloak, is this like a Navy guy? Is it a church guy? Who am I dealing with?
Give me an insight check.
Is that going to count as my action for the turn?
No. You can look at stuff without using up your turn. It's definitely not the church or the Navy.
Okay.
The Navy would have more of like a uniform. This just looks like a cloak. Although you do notice like there's a symbol on the back of the cloak, but the dude is facing you. Like.
Got you.
What do you want to do?
Fucking all of my stuff is meant to buff my allies, and I'm alone.
How about that? As soon as you seemed excited for this fight.
Oh, I am excited for this fight. I'm gonna hit the guy with staggering note.
Staggering note. All right. What's that do?
It is a ranged attack. So am I? So I'm like close in range if he's hit me with a sword, correct?
Yeah.
I forget 40? Does it do disadvantage for shooting in melee?
I don't think so.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. It has a range of 10, but 1 is in that range, so.
1 is technically in 10. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's probably fine.
Okay. So I'm going to.
Fight mistake.
Okay. Cool. So it is what do you call it? I can push the character 2 squares if I make the attack, and as a free action, I can make a melee. And so it doesn't. Here's a question:
Yeah.
If a thing says an ally, can I count that as me?
In this circumstance, because you're alone, sure.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. Then let me see. If that's the case, let me see if I have any other of my buff stuff to that I can pull my dick out here.
I prefer you do.
I'm alone. You don't know what I do. You know what? I guess the first thing I've got to do is pop my Scald's aura.
Okay.
What
does that
that's
look
my.
like when you do it?
What does it look like when I do that?
Apparently, it looks like I'm pulling his dick out.
No. I think it's I pop my bosun's whistle in my mouth and I start like tooting on it of like. Ordinarily for my crewmates, it's different things of it's like, watch your footing on those cobblestones. Be careful, don't get backed into a corner. Like it's just tooting out like different commands that would be useful in combat.
So you pull out your assault whistle.
My tactical assault whistle. But yeah, so I've in the past varied it between that and like singing sea shanties.
Okay.
It's whatever applicable in the situation, but it's just different, like nautical themed stuff. I think this time it would be the bosun's whistle is the most appropriate.
Sure, to let everybody know that you're in trouble.
Yeah.
There's a very specific thing to do to let Amandi know that you're in trouble.
Yeah.
What is that?
Whoop. You know whoop.
You know what? Lan would know that. So as I do that, I also include like like whatever the whooping is that we worked out.
Okay, sounds good. So go ahead and give
Somewhere I like to believe that somewhere in the world, when Gelator hears that whistle, there's still a part of him that immediately just grabs a mop.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so that's my minor action, and then my major action, I'm going to use Staggering Out. Yeah. So I don't have a thing to attack him. Can I use the combat tracker? Yes, I can. Cool. So I'm going to do Charisma versus Will.
Oh, you absolutely hit him.
You don't know if this guy's name is Will or not.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So do the damage first. And then he is going to get pushed 2 spaces away from me, and then as a free action, I make a melee basic attack against him.
Okay, make a melee basic attack against him.
So this is basically I hit him, I shoot him with an arrow, as there's a boom as he gets blasted away from me. And you know what? Just for the insult, I'm going to say the melee basic attack I make is basically like Sparta kicking him with my hoof.
Sounds good. Go ahead. Give me an attack. You can just roll with your sword or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, yeah.
Missed.
Yeah, that misses.
Oh, wait a minute. No, I apologize. That was actually wrong. I should have rolled, with my sword, which would be an extra +1. I don't think that matters.
No, an 8's not going to get him.
Cool. Then whatever. All right. I am still gonna laugh as I kick him away, and I go, as I kind of roll my shoulders and fully draw my cutlass.
Okay.
As I look at him and I go, how old does this guy appear to be?
How old is what?
How old does this man appear to be?
It's hard to tell. He's got a full cloak and hood on.
Either way, then I just go,
maybe.
and I say,
sorry, 30s or 40s.
Okay. Either way, then I'm just I laugh at him, and then I say, oh wait, hang on. Ooh.
What?
Fuck! I should have. Damn it! There was a thing I should have done there. Never mind.
That's all right.
I could have used Lure of Enchantment and gotten advantage on that melee basic attack.
Oh.
But either way, So I just go, and I say, "Do you think? I bet you thought you'd find some defenseless old goat walking down this alleyway, but you've got another thing coming. You got a bit more of a fight in me yet, young man. So how about you spare us both the time and tell us what? How about you spare us both the time and tell me what's so important basically tell me why you felt the need to do this, and I might let you walk away with what's left of your life."
He smirks at you under the hood, levels his short sword, and goes, ready for a next strike, and goes, "I don't think so." And Gelf, you were in the tavern.
Yeah.
It's getting late, so you're probably heading back to the ship now.
Uh-huh.
You're not going through back alleys or anything, but you
Nope.
definitely hear a bosun's whistle and a hyena whoop nearby.
Oh, shit. I'm going to run to wherever that came from.
Okay. You head down a couple of back alleys, and you come across Lanolin is at the end of this back alley, and in between you and him, staring him down, is a person in a yellow cloak, and blazoned across the back in white is, let me get this description properly.
So skull and crossbones with a big white mustache.
No, it's not a skull and crossbones.
Nice.
Thanks.
With a big mustache.
That's Whitebeard's symbol from One Piece.
Yeah, yeah. So you see the symbol of Saint Teach, which is a seashell with a dragon eye on the center.
Yeah.
But then surrounding it is like shark jaws. It's not part of the symbol. What would you like to do?
Assess the situation. What's he doing?
This guy's got a sword drawn.
Oh, hang on, real quick. Did I take that damage?
Yeah, I gave you the damage. It's
Okay.
You've taken 16 points of damage.
I wanted to know the poison damage.
Yep.
Okay, I wanted to be diplomatic and make sure that you did it.
Yeah, it's on there.
Cool.
You didn't roll a saving throw, though. Go ahead and give me a saving throw.
What kind?
There's no kind. It's just on the front of your sheet.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, you see this guy.
What's fortitude and reflex?
Those are your defenses.
Got you.
This is him. This is the guy.
Yeah, you are good. You beat you pass the save, so you're no longer bleeding. That's what the fuck is that?
It's a character from Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Whatever. This guy looks like a cultist.
You just described him as young and wearing a yellow cloak.
I didn't say he was young. I just said you couldn't tell any features other
You said it was in his 30s.
wearing. Yeah, maybe 30s or 40s.
Okay, Lan's like almost 70.
That's a good point. So yeah, Gelf, you see Lan down this back alley, and this dude is basically attacking him.
Burning hands. Shoot. I'm gonna look up burning hands because I would like to see if it has any aura that happens to my hands that I can hold. Like if they start to glow or sparkle or something like that.
I think that's up to you to describe, if you want it to be.
Okay. So I'm going to light up my hands
Okay.
with burning hands. And it looks like my hands are on fire.
Nice.
Excuse me.
Well, thank you.
And I shout to the man, let him go.
He turns around and like whirls around at you with his sword. He looks taken aback. He didn't think that he was going to have multiple people in this fight. So he looks nervous. Give me an insight check.
Insight check. Oh, come on.
You don't know what he's going to do.
I'll hold until he starts. I don't want to initiate anything, but I'll finish it.
Okay. I mean, this guy has. You look past and you see that Lan does have a hit on him. Like Lan's arm has been slashed. So this guy has definitely attacked Lan.
Well, then I'm going to let him have the burning hands.
Okay. Yeah. You don't like you tell him to surrender. He doesn't put his sword down. He turns around and now he's like looking back and forth at both of you and just like you see him like contemplating his options, but he's definitely not. He's still resisting.
Yeah, well. Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Yeah.
Alright,
Well,
burning hands.
It's
He's going to get some burning hands.
He's burning hands.
Okay. Oh my god. It still does half damage on a miss.
The dice are not our friends.
So go ahead and roll a damage roll. Oh my god, that's right. You see his... what happens? He kind of pulls his cloak as the flames approach him, and you see the cloak like almost spray water off of it like a sprinkler and like douse most of the flames. And so he does not take damage.
Ooh, he's good.
You don't use up your burning hands then.
But I'm better. Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Okay, so that's his turn now.
Yep.
He is going to. You see the cloak, the symbol on the back of the cloak. It's white. It glows slightly like red
Mm-hmm.
as he blinks out and then appears about 15 feet behind Lanolin, and then turns to run away, like in the opposite direction of Lanolin, and then turns invisible.
Well, at least I frightened him off.
Lanolin, it's your turn. What would you like to do? Would you like to let him go, or do you want to try to pursue?
Oh, I'm going to try and pursue. So you said he appeared right behind me, correct?
He appeared at like 10 to 15 feet behind you.
So no attack of opportunity.
No. He teleported like quite a distance behind you down the alleyway, and then started to run off and blinked out and turned invisible.
Okay, let me see if I have anything to help with this. Is there any way that I can... Fuck. He's totally invisible, correct?
See. Yep.
Can I look to see if, like, dust on, like, dirt on the ground getting kicked up, or, like, a trash can get, like, some indicator of, like, where he is so I can shoot?
Sure. Let me make him invisible. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
And now go ahead and try to shoot him.
Well, I'm assuming this is going to be a disadvantage. I was asking before the thing, can I roll to see if I can mitigate that?
Oh, no. There's not going to be any way you can mitigate it.
Okay.
It is going to be, like, you can technically kind of see him. Like,
Got you.
He's knocking things over to try to run and, like, moving through the street. He's not going to be visible for much longer.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, you do have the ability to take the shot, but it's going to be whatever penalty invisible gives you.
I'm going to take the shot.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Come on.
That's going to miss.
Fuck me.
Misses?
Yeah, he has a +5 AC when he
I don't suppose I could have retroactively, if something has trigger, enemy is hit with attack, can I count the attack from last round?
For what?
I was going to use Lure of Enchantment, which gives me advantage.
There's no advantage in this game. I'm not sure what you're talking
about. The enemy grants combat advantage.
Oh, combat advantage, yeah.
Is Lure of Enchantment a type of action that you didn't use last turn?
It was a free
Yes,
action, but that was the one that you teleport.
No, it's not.
Oh no, that's the sliding one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you slide an enemy 3 squares, but not into hindering terrain, and they grant combat advantage.
Yeah, we'll say that he grants combat advantage. I think that's only a +2.
It's a +2, yeah.
I don't think that would hit him.
Okay. A 21?
Yeah, no. I mean, he has a +5 to his armor class after he turns invisible, so I don't think he's gonna get him.
Damn, okay. Fuck me, okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna get away. Unless,
Can I just use my movement to try and run after, like just try and pursue him?
yeah, give me a perception check to see if you can keep following him. Okay, I'm gonna give him a stealth check with a +5.
Mm-hmm. Crit 1, crit 1, crit 1.
Almost. He still beat you, but he got a 2.
Damn it!
The dice are hating on us, man.
Yeah, so he's going to get away. What do you guys want to do?
So for me, I think I've previously said that like the hyena whoop is like the rare thing I can actually follow. So as soon as I hear it, I head in that direction.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
yes.
following.
So you all meet up kind of towards the docks.
Good.
I believe everybody except Asim. Asim is still on the ships.
Yes, I am.
The devil, you say?
What would you guys like to do?
I asked Lan what happened.
What's going on?
I asked you what happened.
I say, the men at the dock, the mooks, they were right. The whole bloody town's been cursed.
He's finally completely given in and believes in the curse.
No, because I've been given proof of it, and I say, I got it out of that. I say, that man what cursed out a seam in the bar. And I talk with him, and I say that, apparently some time ago, was it the navigator?
Ben is now in the other room.
The navigator was the replacement that came in.
Yeah, Ben, you could announce when you're leaving, because there might be questions that we have to ask you.
He can still hear you.
Yeah, I think it was the helmsman.
Sorry.
He thinks it was the helmsman.
Yes, I heard him. Yeah, I say that the helmsman of the church was replaced by whoever he was. He's a rather unsavory figure in town. Ever since, people have been disappearing. And I say, I was walking back to the ship when that, and I scream out into the darkness, hoping he hears me. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "Yellow bellied, barnacle crusted bastard!" He's like, followed me, tried to ambush me with, teacher's tape that hurts. As I hold up my, I hold up my arm and I say, the poisons was a poison blade. And I say, but I caught the bastard, and when Gelf showed up, he got scared and run. And you see, it's got some sort of symbol on his back. It looks almost like the Church of St. Teach, but different somehow. You see, a guarantee. What's that?
I don't think Lan got a good look at it. It was Gelf.
Yeah, that's why I said it looked. That's why I said.
Symbol.
I mean, that's why I said it looked kind of like the Church of St. Teach, but different somehow.
Oh, yeah.
Either way, I say I have enough dots connected to guess, like, no, I think this guy is behind it. Like, I think this guy or, like, the local chapter of the church is behind it.
How are you feeling currently? You've been poisoned?
And I say, I'm trying to think whether Lamb would be sarcastic to the captain at this moment. Never. No. What was I even thinking? He's going to go swab the deck later if you're in the thinking yet. As I say, he had some sort of poison blade. I think he was trying to get me out of the picture quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need further medical attention?
I don't know, Ben. Do I?
Well, you're down 10 hit points.
Well, am I still... Like, can I feel the poison still affecting me as time goes on?
What?
Am I still actively being poisoned?
No.
Then I shake it off and I go,
Your
No.
blood fought off the infection.
yeah, I say it was a pretty weak, like, it was obviously a pretty weak poison, and it was a pretty weak poison. He probably thought he was going to get a better hit on me than he wound up getting.
Alright, as long as you're not in any imminent danger, I think the next stop is going to be the local chapter of the church.
Aye. And I say, Captain, with your permission, I think we should extend our stay here for a bit longer. If we're in need of crew, or I say, first of all, if we need a crew, then being able to free this town from whatever mystical ailment they befallen seems a good way to earn some loyalty. And I shake my head and let's go. As a apparently former member of the church, which I've never mentioned before, as it strangely has never come up in conversation until now.
One more time?
What's up?
I didn't hear what you just said.
I say, as apparently a former member of the church, which is weird that I've never mentioned it, but apparently it's never come up until exactly this moment.
Well, maybe you hung out in the church as like a.
No, I know, but either way, I'm just, it's a piss take, but either way, I'm just like, either way, every good sailor knows that when Saint Teach himself puts headwinds in your sails, it'd be bad luck not to follow them. As far as I'm concerned, us stumbling headlong into a blasphemed chapter of his temple seems like a bad way to get on his bad side if we suddenly decide to cut and run.
Does Gelf tell us exactly what the symbol looked like?
Yeah, I convey to the party what the symbol is.
Huh. I wonder if that's like a symbol of the enemy of Teach, given it looks like it's trying to devour his symbol.
Ooh.
The Fathomless?
Yeah.
Or the King of 10,000 Fathoms? One of those two.
Or Dagon.
Yeah. I'm thinking that.
Dickens.
The thick plottins. So what do you guys want to do?
If I was more confident, I would have said that with more confidence.
We go find the church.
Okay. Are you guys leaving a seam on the ships?
No, let's go notify us.
Yeah.
Also, you said this was dark. It was already dark out, right?
It is. Now it is.
I would say
It's about sundown.
let's say maybe we go back to the ship and wait till morning when we're less likely to be like ambushed. If they waited till dark to try and do this, there's a good chance they prefer not to operate in public, and it increases our safety to do this in the daytime.
That's true.
Okay.
But yeah, so we should let Asim know that we're not imminently leaving.
He doesn't know anything's wrong.
Has it been more than an hour?
Probably if it got dark.
Probably.
Asim just leaves. Asim just steals the ship and leaves.
Maybe a little bit. I don't think you realize how long it was going to take.
Despite some people notifying him that it might take longer than an hour.
Alright. Asim, good news. I sold all of our plunder, and I know we can get a lot more supplies. The bad news, and there's a lot of it.
Okay, and the bad news?
I let Gelf and Lan take it over from here. To let you basically just... We tell you everything they told us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then maybe this note makes sense, and I hand it to Lan.
Okay. What does the note say again? The deckhand needs your help?
Yeah.
Did you say that was the position I had?
I
Yeah.
mean, it's whatever backstory you want to make up.
No. I'm fine. Then we'll talk about it later because if some people aren't going to give you backstory, I might as well.
Wow. At all of you.
I don't write things down.
Well, maybe you should. Maybe if you did, I'd use it in the game.
I have a long oral tradition.
No, you don't.
And I can't believe you make my people forsake it for something.
Great. So let me see here.
The deckhand needs your help. So it says the, as in like a specific one.
Sounds like it.
Small island, single deckhand.
So how do we find this deckhand?
We probably try looking at the church.
What do you say, folks? You think we ought to pay a visit to St. Teach?
Well, not directly. That's like dead.
Yeah. Never been much of a religious guy, but if they let me into the church, we'll go in.
Hey Ben, real quick.
Yeah.
I just think it's important that everybody in your household know that Build-A-Bear Workshop is now offering pink axolotls where the fins and little head bobbly bits are rainbow.
Cute. You should send a picture of it to Caitlin.
I think I will do that.
Do we have a Build-A-Bear workshop in town?
I doubt it. Oh, you know what? Maybe in Governor Square.
This little shithole town, I'll bet there isn't.
Yeah. Maybe in the mall. Anyway. So what's the plan? You guys want to go to the church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Alright.
a long rest, I think, right?
Yeah, it's about 9 o'clock at night now. So do you want to rest on the ship first, or do you want to go now?
Well, I think the plan was to go in the daytime, so we'll rest first.
Okay. Let's go to extended rest.
Bless you.
And it is now morning.
So
Okay.
just to let you guys know, it is approaching 11 o'clock, which is my deadline. We got about half an hour. So
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Closest one's 100 miles away.
100 miles away.
Should we call it here, or
that's what I'm asking.
It's up to you guys. What do you want to do? You think you can continue, or do you want to call it for the evening?
I personally am falling on my face exhausted.
I'm fine to call it for the evening because this seems a pretty natural place to stop to transition
Yeah.
for next time.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's why I said something.
Cool.
On our next episode, the Church of St. Teach.
Dun dun. dun.
All right, guys, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun.
Woohoo!
See you next time.
Sayonara, Kimosabi.
Adios. We will catch you next time.
Adios, he's a ghost.